Prior to creation, there exists a black void, symbolizing the absence of form and structure. This void is pregnant with potential, hinting at the latent possibilities awaiting manifestation. Light trembles within, suggesting the imminent emergence of existence. This pre-creation state represents the condition before divine utterance or creative action. The scene depicts deep, undefined waters, symbolizing the formless void. A shimmer across the water's surface suggests nascent potential. This represents the unfinished state of the primordial world. The world is obedient, awaiting divine command for structure and purpose. The waters embody the raw, unshaped matter of creation. The shimmer signifies the imminence of transformative action. Genesis 1:1-2 states, "In the beginning, Elohim created the heavens and the earth." This verse introduces the concept of a divine origin for all creation. Elohim, understood as God, is presented as the initial creator. The heavens and the earth are established as the primary subjects of this divine act of creation. John 1:1-3 introduces the concept of the Word as a foundational element. The passage states, "In the beginning was the Word," establishing its existence from the outset. It further clarifies that the Word was with Elohim, indicating a relationship or association. The text emphasizes the divine nature of the Word by stating, "And the Word was Elohim." This highlights the Word's presence and significance in the creation narrative. The verses collectively present the Word as both distinct from and intrinsically linked to the divine. Ancient stone tablets represent historical records and cultural heritage. Etched names on the tablets symbolize recognition and obedience to divine figures. These tablets embody a connection to the past and traditions. They serve as a reminder of historical figures and their impact. 1 Enoch 48:2-6 discusses the Son of Man being named in the presence of Yahuwah. The passage is interpreted to highlight the pre-existence of the Messiah. This interpretation suggests the Messiah existed before his earthly manifestation. The naming implies a preordained role and identity for the Son of Man. Therefore, the text supports the concept of a Messiah existing in a divine realm before human history. Isaiah 9:6 is a significant Old Testament prophecy. The verse anticipates the birth of a special child. This child is prophesied to be a messianic king. The text reads, "For unto us a child is born." It highlights the divine nature and future role of this child. The prophecy is central to Christian theology regarding Jesus. Scrolls often symbolize the preservation of knowledge and traditions across generations. Their survival through exile, fire, and censorship represents resilience against suppression. The act of carrying scrolls signifies the active protection and transmission of sacred texts. Therefore, scrolls embody the enduring power of knowledge to overcome adversity. Exodus 3:15 reveals a divine declaration, "This is my name forever." The phrase forever emphasizes the eternal and unchanging nature of the divine name. This name is not bound by time, existing beyond temporal limitations. It signifies an enduring and perpetual identity. The revelation underscores the everlasting presence and authority associated with this sacred name. Philippians 2:9-11 highlights the exaltation of the Messiah. Elohim has given him a name above every name. This bestowment signifies the Messiah's supreme authority. The passage emphasizes the Messiah's elevated position and power. The setting is a simple cave, representing a humble environment. A mother's presence in the cave symbolizes birth and nurturing. The cave birth signifies the humble origins of a significant figure. This imagery often denotes purity, simplicity, and a connection to nature. The contrast between humble beginnings and future greatness is a common narrative theme. Luke 1:31-32 contains the birth announcement of a significant figure. The text specifies the name that shall be given to him, Yahusha. This name is directly revealed within the biblical passage. The announcement emphasizes the importance of the given name. Thus, Luke 1:31-32 serves as a key reference for the name Yahusha. People gather, symbolizing a collective search. Their eyes search, representing the desire for understanding. The crowds embody humanity's quest. The search is for truth and guidance. Matthew 5:3-6 presents the initial verses of the Beatitudes. The Beatitudes are a series of teachings attributed to Jesus in the Sermon on the Mount. These teachings outline principles of an upside-down kingdom. The upside-down kingdom refers to a spiritual realm with values contrasting worldly norms. The passage begins with, "Blessed are the poor in spirit." Each beatitude pronounces a blessing on specific virtues or states of being. John 14:15 states, "If you love me, guard my commandments." This verse establishes a direct relationship between love and obedience. Love, in this context, is demonstrated through adherence to divine commandments. Obedience is presented not as a burden, but as a natural expression of love. The verse implies that true love manifests in a commitment to following prescribed guidelines. Therefore, obedience serves as a tangible measure of one's love and devotion. A storm's intensity symbolizes the raw power of natural forces. The storm's sudden obedience represents control over these forces. This control is attributed to a divine power. The scene conveys the idea of a higher authority governing nature. The imagery of a grave is often used to symbolize death and the end of life. The act of a grave exhaling suggests a reversal of this process, hinting at resurrection. This exhaling action represents the overcoming of death. It signifies a transition from a state of lifelessness to one of renewed vitality. The subtle shake further emphasizes the dynamic shift associated with resurrection. John 11:43-44 recounts the biblical narrative of Lazarus' resurrection. Jesus calls out, "Lazarus, come forth," commanding Lazarus to return to life. This event is portrayed as a divine intervention, demonstrating Jesus' power over death. The narrative highlights a pivotal miracle within the Gospel of John. The resurrection of Lazarus symbolizes hope and the promise of eternal life through faith. Blind religion and false teachings can lead to destructive outcomes. Ashes and ruins symbolize the devastation caused by misguided beliefs. These consequences represent a loss of values and principles. The scene serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of irrational faith. Matthew 7:21-23 addresses the concept of false obedience. The passage warns that merely professing faith is insufficient. True faith is demonstrated through actions and obedience. It highlights the importance of aligning words with deeds. The text suggests a judgment where outward displays of faith are scrutinized. Ultimately, genuine obedience is a key criterion. The solitary tree serves as a visual metaphor. It represents the cross, a central symbol in Christian theology. The tree symbolizes sacrifice, particularly the ultimate sacrifice. It evokes themes of redemption and spiritual renewal. Psalm 22:16-18 contains a prophecy related to crucifixion. The text includes the phrase, "They pierced my hands and my feet." This is interpreted as a messianic prophecy. The prophecy foreshadows the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. The rolling away of a stone symbolizes the resurrection event. This action signifies the removal of barriers. It represents the overcoming of death. The open space suggests freedom and new beginnings. The event signifies restored authority and power. Matthew 28:6 states, "He is not here, for he is risen." This verse is a declaration by an angel at Jesus' tomb. The phrase, "He is not here," indicates the absence of Jesus' body. The statement, "He is risen," confirms the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Modern cities represent the complex interplay between progress and underlying societal issues. Ancient rebellions symbolize the historical struggle against deception and the pursuit of truth. The juxtaposition of modern cities and ancient rebellion highlights the enduring conflict between truth and deception. The Revelation 22:12 text introduces a theme of imminent revelation and judgment.